Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now in today's video what I'm going to be doing is talking about my true opinions on Summer Mary. Now we've gone ahead and tested her out for a while. I have used her in game, I've seen her potential. However, one thing to note is Neon could potentially improve Mary's usability and Mary's overall value, but for right now I will have to say she is a mid-tier character and more likely a flex unit. Now, one thing to note is as you're building up teams, you're going to require healers in all your teams. Now, the reason why you need a healer is content like solo raid and union raid to ensure that your allies or your characters are not dying, and you're going to need a healer in all your teams. So if you're going to build a team, you're going to need one healer. Helm is usually the healer they use for one team, and then Blanc for the other team, so that's two solid characters gone. And then for the third team you would use Pepper, another healer gone. Now you would want to use Emma as well, but the thing about Emma is that a cooldown for her skills is 40 seconds, which means you will need to run two burst ones, but you can still run Emma and another burst one characters and you're good. But then you're also going to need, now that's 4 teams done. Now you're going to need one more team with a healer. Now who potentially would that be? Well, I feel like there's other like niche characters you could use for a healing. For example, Soda. Where is the other character? Is it Flunk? Wrong? Let me check. Does she heal? She gains taunts. I mean, she gives shield, which is good. But that's not what you require. Is there any hover healers? I think I might have missed. Oh, is Arya a healer? Let me quickly check. Crit rate. No, it just generates the shield. So yeah, you're missing one other healer. So yes, you can potentially go ahead and summon for Mary and use her as your other healer and then run a blue team around her. But one thing is, in the future, more than likely they're going to release another healer, and that healer will probably not be limited to a specific team, which would probably make them better. And they also probably will not be a limited character. Now Emma, I feel like as a limited character is a lot better than Rupee, the Winter Rupee we've had, because Winter Rupee was honestly horrible, and I feel, or I hope they buff her up, but I feel like there's a large chance of that happening. Maybe if they do a rerun banner for Winter Rupee, they potentially could do that. But yeah, right now with Mary Bay Goddess, she is more likely, or most likely, just a mid-tier character, only really using her for a healer. Now if you're going to build a universal team without focusing on blue or water code allies, then yes, she's just a glorified healer, and that is essentially all she does. However, if you're going to be using her with your water code allies, she does give you guys buff. But I have taken her in some content, and one thing I would say is the water code are missing a good damage dealer in the burst free slot, because honestly they need more damage. I've tested out the damage. If you want to see a full comprehensive showcase or like testing of Summer Mary, I have my previous video. It's a 24-minute long video because I essentially just tested her out everywhere to see how good she is in PvE stages, like story content. If you need a healer and you don't want to miss out on you don't want to use Helm, because Helm is a burst free. She's a character that will basically reduce your damage considerably, because you would use other main damage dealers as your burst free. But I feel like Mary does have a niche use right now, and she's heavily needed in one specific team or useful in one particular team. But like I said in my previous video, the devs might decide to release content where it focuses more specifically on different mono teams, and eventually you might need a blue team or water team, and having Mary will just be the godsend to use. One thing, like I said in my other video as well, was do not summon for Mary right now if you're free to play. Give it 1 week. 1 week for everyone to test her out, and 1 week for people to get Neon. Now Neon should be coming out a week after, so when we get Neon we can actually see how good Neon's damage is. And honestly, if Neon's damage is good, it could increase the value for Mary, but at the same time also decrease the value of Mary, because as a free-to-play player you're more than likely just aiming for one of them. But if you also want to say, well, if you look at the devs note for this month, or yeah, this month actually, you will notice that the event for summer is said to run from June all the way to June, July, August to August. So that is a 2-month period, honestly, of summer. So I don't honestly think they're gonna just release 2 characters alone. They might potentially release more characters in the future as well, for summer as well. It could be another limited character, or it could be a pilgrim situated in summer. I don't really know how to explain it, but it could be other characters that you might potentially want. And a near collaboration should run after the summer events, or not straight after, a couple of dead events, then the collaboration before anniversary. So honestly, there's a lot of hype stuff about to pop off. Is it worth summoning for her right now? I think, like I said, just stop, don't summon for her, wait. I see you're probably excited for everyone, you're probably excited, sorry, right now, because everyone's just summoning for her. You feel tempted to summon, but trust me, free to play, hold strong, honestly, hold strong. Wait for more testing, wait for what's called information on Neon, because honestly, Neon's burst skill sounds absolutely garbage. Even though at the same time, actually, it sounds garbage. It sounds garbage, yeah, because of the percentage value, 11%. So we need to see her in game, and then we can, see how it's gonna work. Do I regret summoning for her? Absolutely not, because I will require a healer in the future for more content. I will just leave that at 444. I might potentially remove her though in the future, because I don't necessarily need her every single time. So in my synchro device, I don't necessarily need her to be at this level, so I can remove her, add her on when I potentially need her. When I don't need her, take her out, use my other characters in there. But in terms of looks, she looks absolutely amazing. I actually haven't seen her burst skill, because I play Nikke without the burst skill activated. So I can't really see how good she is in terms of how nice her burst animations are. But in terms of a character, she looks absolutely amazing. Is Neon actually in the game right now? Let me quickly. Oh yeah, she is in the game, isn't it? Yeah, there she is. One thing I would love that the game does is improve the testing ground, so this bit, so we can see the burst skill animations and like what the burst skill does. It would have been fun to see that. But yeah, tell me down in the comment section if you guys also summoned for Summer Mary. Tell me down in the comment section your opinions on her as well. Right now she's just currently mid, but in the future she might have a place to become truly meta. As a supportive character, she is more than likely just going to stay at the same tier. There is so many good burst 1 characters right now. By the same actually, is there so many good burst 1 characters? Yeah, there is actually a couple, but Mary could be a character that could just be like A tier. If I was making a tier list and the highest tier is like SSS, right now I would put Mary in terms of healing at A tier. In terms of a burst 1 character against every single other burst 1 character we have, Litza's number 1, Dorothy's number 2. Pepper, I do need to test out her healing a lot more between Pepper and like Mary Bay Goddess. 20-second heals as well. We're also able to increase buff stacks as well. So potentially both of them could be fighting for the same like niche, not niche rule, but like healing, if that makes sense. Pepper or Mary Bay Goddess. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to talk about. It's been your boy Ace the Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.